Hello and welcome to Lawndale Lifestyle, the show about everything health and wellness in Lawndale. I'm your host, Christine Bou Sleiman. Today we're going to hear a little bit about the importance of physical activity, as well as a couple success stories from teachers from the Lawndale Elementary School District. And with me today is Jen Van Beveran, PE teacher from Rogers Middle School.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
So can you tell us a little bit about the importance of physical activity, why it's important for us to be physically active?
Yeah, well, physical activity is important for a million reasons. Number one would just be to look and feel good, being able to carry out your day-to-day life and emergencies. It decreases your stress level, it can help prevent disease, and just overall being healthy and active and feeling good about yourself.
Yeah. And what are the current recommendations for adults and for children, and do you feel that we're meeting our recommended amounts?
The current recommendation for children right now is about 60 minutes a day, and that should be vigorous activity. They should be out there and running around and just really playing, or just playing a sport or something every single day. They need to be active, especially with as much time that we have with video games and sitting in school and all that stuff. For adults, it's probably about 150 minutes a week. I would say that would be the least amount, because that averages out to 30 minutes 5 times a week. Mm-hmm. So that would probably be the least amount I would recommend for adults to get. Do I think they're getting enough? Absolutely not. Mm-hmm. So I definitely think there's other ways for kids and adults to get out there and be active and limit TV time and a lot of sofa time as well.
Yeah. Well, I've heard really exciting things about the middle schools in Lawndale. I know that recently both Rogers and Adams Middle School received recognition from the Alliance for a Healthier Generation for the Healthy Schools program.
Yes, we
did. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
We received a recommendation, or the medal for bronze. Mm-hmm. I know for the Alliance you can get bronze, silver, or gold. About a few years ago, we had to go through some paperwork and check off what all of our kids were doing and what we were doing at the school in the district as a whole. For example, how much time they have for physical activity, how much time they are taught being nutrition and health education, even how the food service department was doing. And we were able to get the bronze level because we do have a lot of physical activity time at Will Rogers and at Adams. We also teach health seminars. Once a week, the kids are brought into the gym and they are taught different topics from nutrition, from the amount of sugar that they should consume to the amount of fats they should consume, how much physical activity they should be getting as well.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. And what about any other classes or programs happening in the school district or at Rogers specifically? Are there any nutrition classes?
I am teaching a nutrition class. There's only one period right now. I would love to have all the kids being able to get some form of nutrition throughout the whole year, even if it's just for one trimester. Mm-hmm. I think it's very important for them to learn all the different, ideas of food out there, and so they can choose their own, especially now with everything just being so processed and it's so easy just to walk somewhere and just grab something from 7-Eleven or the grocery store, and they're not getting the whole foods that they need to be healthy.
Yeah. And as far as physical activity, do you have any tips or anything that you like to do personally for physical activity?
Staying active. Personally, what I'm doing right now is I go back and forth with what I do because I get bored, and I like to change it up. I am actually doing, it's called Daily Burn, and I stream it off of the internet, and it's your first month is free, and then it goes to $10 a month, which is pretty affordable, and you can just screen it off of your TV, and it gives you all these different workouts from 15 minutes to an hour, from beginner to advanced workouts. And I just do it at home, and even when I have my daughter at home, I just turn it on. Sometimes she'll mimic me and we go through the workout.
Oh, that's great.
So it's a great way to just stay at home and be able to work out. Mm-hmm. And also, if you can go to the gym, 24-hour fitness, I know the kids need to be 12 to get in there, but they also have daycare, so if you need to get to the gym, they get to play and you get to work out. It's kind of, you get to do both.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today and telling us a little bit more about what's happening at the school district.
No problem. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. All right, and when we come back, we're going to hear about an amazing weight loss story from one of our very own Lawndale teachers right after this.
I didn't know.
My parents didn't know
that childhood obesity can lead to type 2 diabetes.
But now that I know, I won't let it happen to my kids.
I'm making important changes so my kids could have the chance to live a long and healthy life.
Visit notmykids.net to get healthy recipes, ideas to keep your family active, and many more tips. Visit notmykids.net today. Do it for your kids' health.
Welcome back. I'm really excited for our next guest. She's a wonderful teacher from William Green Elementary School here in the Lawndale Elementary School District, who really walks the walk and talks the talk. And here with me today is Tiffany Moore.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. It's so nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here. I'm very excited.
So you were recently featured on the cover of California Educator magazine for your own personal health transformation.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what motivated you and just a little bit about that whole process?
Sure. Well, I had been struggling with weight off and on for the last 20 years. And when I turned 40, I noticed that everything was just aching and I wasn't feeling well. And I went to the doctor and found out that my heart was enlarged, that I had high blood pressure. And the doctor didn't think that I would lose the weight, so he wanted to put me on blood pressure medication, which I didn't want to happen. But he did it anyway. And I think just this time, even though I have gone up and down before, I just told myself I do not want to be on medication. So I did everything in my power to lose the weight. And 2.5 years later, I lost 128 pounds through diet and exercise.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how did that whole process happen? Was it easy? Did you...
The easy part for me has always been working out. I like to work out, so I worked out a lot. I started the process in the summer, so I was off as a teacher and I worked out about 3 hours a day, to be honest with you, cardio. And I started to see the weight coming off, which just motivated me more. I worked with a couple of trainers who really talked to me about getting my diet together and lifting weights. And as I started to incorporate that more, I saw my body changing even more so. And not just losing weight, but losing fat. I just kept that going. I didn't give up. Even through plateaus, I just kept it going because I wanted to get off those blood pressure medications, and I eventually did. Once I lost the weight, I had a lot of extra skin, and I ended up getting a skin removal surgery during summer of 2013. And I developed a blood clot as a result of the surgery, which ended up landing in my lungs and nearly killed me. I was hospitalized for a while. I was on blood thinners for 6-7 months. But I'm off now and everything's okay. And there was some concern about having a blood clot disorder, but I don't. So it was just a result of the surgery. And during that time, I was so concerned about putting the weight back on. I was very strict with my diet. I really got a hold of my relationship with my diet and emotional eating during that time. And diet is, 80-90% of it, as they say. So once I got a hold of that, I felt like I'm never going to go back to where I was before.
Well, you look great.
So, thank you. Thank you.
And I know you are definitely a teacher that is a role model for your students. I know that you're very positive and encouraging with your students. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you've, related your own health transformation with either the students or the parents?
Well, one of the things, I've been at my school site, William Green, for a while. So a lot of the parents saw the transition. Their child would see me. I hadn't had them in a couple of years, and they're like, oh my goodness, you have to see Miss Moore. And so that motivated the parents when they came up there to see me lose all the weight. And then the students that I have currently, they see me constantly snacking on something healthy. I talk to them all the time about what they're bringing. We read labels constantly. And one way that I really got them to eat more healthy snacks is by allowing them to eat in the classroom whenever they're hungry. It just has to be a healthy snack. So, and I give them a list of things to pull from, and they enjoy that. So they're trying things they didn't try before, and they're basically taking control of their own body and realizing I'm hungry now, or I've had enough. This is good for me. This isn't. So they're really making good choices, and they're understanding that they're in control of their own body and their own nutrition.
Great. And do you feel like the kids are a little more active, or how is their physical activity level? Because I know kids these days are more sedentary than ever, playing the video games and all of that.
Right. Aside from, us being required to teach PE, I'm big on fitness. So the kids see me in my workout clothes when I'm about to go to meet with my trainer. So that's a big motivation. And I usually try to tie in the things that I do, like kickboxing with them, squats. If I'm doing a squat challenge, my kids are doing a squat challenge with me, push-ups. So we end up doing quite a few things, and they enjoy it, and they see how much I work out, and I've shared the pictures with them, and they get motivated by all my workout clothes, and so they really working out is a really big part of their day, and we do instant recess, so we put on some music for 5 minutes and we go to town and do some exercises and work up a little sweat and get our heart rate going. So they look forward to that.
That's great. Yeah. That is really exciting, especially, you know, they look up to you and you are a walking example of what you should do and can do and what's possible. So that's really great. So do you have any tricks or tips or, you know, things that have really worked for you? You know, I know that you're busy, I'm sure, as a teacher, and, you know, I don't know about preparing food at home and just, you know, how do you squeeze in or make sure that you get enough physical activity each day?
On the exercise side, I just do it whether I feel like it or not. I work out. I've cut it back a little bit after I lost the weight, and I'm in maintain mode now. But I work out pretty much 4 to 6 days a week, some type of activity from walking to something high intense. I lift weights 3 times a week. It's just a priority. I schedule it. So with my trainer, he's expecting me, so I have to go and make it there. It's just something, if I don't do it, I don't sleep as well. I don't have the same amount of energy, I'm not as clear, so it becomes a habit, and it's just something I see as a part of my life. The food I had to work on a little bit more, and one way I conquered that was I like to eat, you know, so I knew that I had to choose better meals and I had to eat less, and for me to eat less meant that I need to eat more frequently so that I would never get hungry. So what I do every Sunday is I food prep, and I prep for 4 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and my snacks. So that's just a weekly thing and that I do, and it's all set, so I have no excuse. If I, for some reason, get really bored, I'll go grab a salad from somewhere, but pretty much I stick to that. So that has really helped me being prepared with food. I don't have to guess and think about what I'm going to eat or run off to have some junk food to satisfy a craving.
Planning ahead definitely helps. So.
Absolutely. Another advantage of food prepping is the money that you save. I found myself before wasting a lot of food, overbuying. Now I know that I'm making 4 meals. I know what it's like after a few times of practicing it. And I buy just enough for those 4 meals, snacks and everything. And at the end, I don't have anything left over. I haven't wasted any money, and I keep it. I pretty much eat the same thing, but you can add variety. And I really keep a really tight budget, where before I was spending way too much money eating out. So having your meals prepped yourself, you really save a lot cooking at home, and you know what's going into your food.
Do you have any go-to food items that you always buy or always have on hand, or
I
ingredients?
always have ground turkey. That's like a big one for me. In either chicken or some turkey breasts. I stopped eating red meat about 9 months ago, so I've cut that out. But always have a vegetable, you know, plenty of greens, you know, broccoli, spinach, kale is huge on my list. And I just pretty much use seasonings that don't have salt in it, so to keep the sodium down. So I really just every week.
So you mentioned earlier that parents had noticed your weight loss and your transformation. Have they asked you for any tips or more information about your journey?
Yes. One of the ways that I've gotten some information out to the parents is through our newsletter, our monthly newsletter through the school. I write for the health and fitness portion of it. A few parents have shown interest in wanting to train for 5K and other exercising that we do. And I also have 2 sites online, fitness pages on Instagram and Facebook called Melt Mind and Body Fitness. And through those sites, a lot of parents follow me, and friends and teachers, and they get inspired as well.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming in today and for all of your inspiration. You are a great role model for the students, even parents, and the community.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, no problem. And we'll be right back with some more Lawndale Lifestyle right after this.
I didn't know.
My parents didn't know.
That childhood obesity can lead to type 2 diabetes.
But now that I know, I won't let it happen to my kids.
I'm making important changes so my kids could have the chance to live a long and healthy life.
Visit notmykids.net to get healthy recipes, ideas to keep your family active, and many more tips. Visit notmykids.net today. Do it for your kids' health.
You know the kids are going to come home hungry, and you need a snack after that workout. So Chef Lisette's going to hook us up with a healthy and tasty treat. Let's see what's cooking in the kitchen.
Hello again. Hi, this is Chef Lissette, and today I have my lovely assistant. Can you please speak up for me? What's your name?
Emily?
Emily. So Emily is 5. She's going to be helping me out today in the banana nut roll-up, the sun butter roll-up. You can call it by any number of names. It is super simple. There are how many ingredients?
4.
4 ingredients. So simple as can be. They are sun butter. That is in case there's anyone around with an allergy to tree nuts or peanuts. That's why we're not using almond butter or peanut butter. This is a good alternative. It's made out of sunflower seeds. For the most part, people are not allergic to sunflower seeds, but always check. And if you prefer, you can substitute this at home with peanut butter or almond butter. So super simple. A banana, delicious. My personal favorite. How about yours? You like them? Emily abides. So I think that we're going to be good. And we have a whole wheat tortilla. So very high in protein, very high in fiber. Protein, if you believe it or not, it is very high in that. And we have honey. Very simple. Mesquite honey. So first things first. May you do me the honors? We're going to unpeel the banana. Super duper simple. And I'm going to open up our sun butter and mix it up a little bit because you'll find with natural butters, the oil will separate. But remember, it is a good source of protein. It is also quite high in fat, but these are unsaturated fats for the most part. So they're better for you than, let's say, lard or butter, etc., like actual dairy milk butter. So there we go. Thank you so much. Here is our waste. Now we're going to add a little bit of this to the tortilla and spread it in a thin layer. So let me get you started there. All right, can you spread it out? There you go. Just like we're making a sandwich. So this is just like you're making a sandwich, and if you prefer, you can actually do that and make it a banana hot dog, whereby you are going to go ahead and put some sort of peanut butter, sun butter, or almond butter on a piece of bread or a hot dog bun, and then you will lay your little banana in the center, and then you can put a little bit of honey on top, or if you prefer, like a little bit of strawberry jam to make it look like a traditional hot dog, but it's a nice little sweet treat that is inexpensive to make and quite delicious and healthy. So we're going to go ahead and smooth this out a little. Can you hold on to the banana for me, please, Emily? Thank you. We just want to make sure that it's evenly coated because the tortilla is a little dry otherwise. So the sun butter is adding a lot of flavor and a certain amount of moisture to it, which is going to help the kids find it more interesting and appealing. Because, you know, dry tortilla with a banana might be harder to swallow for some kids, especially little ones. But you can always serve it with a glass of milk, preferably 1%, 2% or non-fat, and it will be much easier. So, Emily, can you go ahead and lay the banana down in here? Right here on the edge. See? Here, put that one over here. Just like a new banana. So, we have our banana, and now we're going to drizzle honey on here. So, can you go ahead and pick up the spoon and pour honey on it, just like that? There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, more. Woo! So the honey is cold, so it's going to take longer to do that. And you don't need a lot of honey. The banana is pretty sweet on its own, and the sun butter actually has a little bit of sweetener in it, unless you're using a butter that has no added sugar. So be careful of that. All right, we good? Let's just add a tiny bit to the banana just to make it look prettier. And we're going to pretend that it's a burrito. I'm going to do this bit, and we're going to roll it. Super easy. And just to let you know, the butter is acting like a glue, holding everything together. All right. So now, look, we have a little burrito. Super easy, super simple. And because it's kind of big, we're going to cut it in half. And here we go. Would you like, Emily? Here you go. That's for you. All right. Well, thank you so much to you guys. And also thank you so much to Emily for being such a lovely assistant today. Please feel free to include your very, very little ones of these things. It's great for motor skill coordination. And also, it just brings a family together and develops relationships. So thank you, and see you next time.
Thanks, Chef Lissette, for that delicious snack idea. Now, let's all get up and get moving with Coach Latarrin.
Thanks, Christine. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Are you guys ready for a 5-minute instant recess? All right, let's get up off the couch and join me for this quick workout. All right, let's get started. Let's go ahead and march our feet. Yeah, it's important to warm up the bodies, get the joints going, get the muscles loose. That way we won't pull a muscle or tear our joints while we're doing these exercises. So what we're gonna do is warm up the feet, get the body going real quick. You guys with me? All right, we go ahead and speed it up just a little bit. Yeah, feeling a little bit warm. How you guys doing? Good. All right, we're gonna start with the neck. We always wanna start down with the neck and go all the way down to the body, and we're gonna work our way back up. All right, so neck stretches, we're gonna go down to the chin, so take our chin down to our chest, back up, take it down, and back up. Let's take our head back, forward, back, forward. Very good. You guys still with me? Let's take it to the side, middle, other side, middle. Let's get a good stretch in. Side, middle, other side, middle. Very good. All right, now we're going to go to the shoulders. You're gonna roll it forward. Big roll forward. There you go. Good. Take it big, nice and high. Don't be shy to get your shoulders up there. You're not gonna break it. Very important to use the shoulders. We use the shoulders every day. Use it to pick things out the cabinet, take things out the refrigerator, get off the floor. Use them every day. Let's go ahead and roll it backwards. Yeah, it feels good right there. Good. Try to keep the feet moving as you guys are doing the shoulders. You got to work out the whole body. All right, good. Go ahead and shake it out. All right, now we're going to take it to a modified jumping jack. So what we're going to do is take our feet, step out, bring it back in, step out with the other foot, bring it back in. Let's do it one more time. Out, in, out, in. You guys got it? All right, now we're going to speed it up. Good. You see how my hips are staying in place? We're not going just like this. If you cross off the midnight, you're not doing it right. So we want to keep the hips in place. We want to stand and stay where we are. Good. Now we're going to take the arms and come up as the feet go out. This is good for the people who can't jump. Kids, if you want to go ahead and jump, go ahead and do it. But right now, parents, if you guys don't want to put too much pressure on the knees, go ahead and do a modified jumping jack. This does the same workout. Get the arms up and going. Good. Do it for a couple times. You guys count down with me back at home if you want. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Shake it out. You should have felt a little burn in your shoulders if you were doing it right. You was doing it pretty good. All right, so what you're gonna do now is spread our feet just like this, and we're gonna take you into a squat. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and stick our hands out and take, like you're about to take a seat and go straight down like that. I'm gonna take you a side view so you can see how I go. So I got my hands out and my feet going down, and I come up and I come back out. Just like that. You guys see that? Good. I'm not bending my knees all the way down. I want to keep my knees from passing my shoes, my toes, to make sure I'm not going over my toes so I won't overextend my knees and put too much pressure on my knees. I'm putting all the pressure on my thighs. Good. Everybody got it? Let's go, let's count down. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, let's take it back to a march. You guys felt that in your legs? All right, so we're going ahead and stretch them out. We worked the front part of them. Now we're gonna do the hamstring curls. Hamstring curls is bringing that leg up, placing it back down, and then you go to the opposite leg and place it back down. So we're gonna do just like this and like that. Try to balance it on one leg, put it down, up on the other leg, place it down. Go ahead and try those for me. You wanna get a little bit more balance, put your hands on your hips. Good. Just take your time. It's not a rush to do it all fast. Try to stay with me. All we want to do is just get you guys going for a minute. All right, so now we're gonna, once we got that going, we're gonna roll the boat. Take our hands out and put it in. Just like that. Good. Rowing the boat. You know how they say, don't try this at home all the time? Well, we want you to try this at home. Go ahead and keep going. Good. Let's do 5 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Very good. All right, let's get the feet going again. We always want to keep the body going. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is put our feet apart and we're gonna twist, torso twist. Good. All I'm doing is twisting my torso around here. Keeping my core tight and twisting around. Y'all don't have to twist all the way around. What I just wanna do is get my elbows just in front of my body here. Good. Some of you guys might feel your back crack, but that's okay. It's a good pop. Good. All right. All right, so going back to the march. Go get the shoulders going in back again. It's going forward. Let's take it back. Feels better now, right? Yeah, it does. Yes, it does. Good. Let's take the neck down. Up, back, forward. Let's go one more time. Down, up, back, forward. Let's go ahead to the side, middle, other side, middle. One more time. Side, middle, other side, middle. All right, let's go ahead and spread the feet apart. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose as the arms go up. Out through the mouth as the arms go down. In through the nose. Deep breath. Out through the mouth. Last time. In. And out. Thank you guys very much. I will see you guys next time.
Did you know about all of the free and low-cost physical activity opportunities available here in the city of Lawndale? The Lawndale Library has free yoga classes every second and fourth Saturday of the month at 11 o'clock, as well as free instant recess breaks Tuesday through Saturday at 3:15. And you can get more information about programs at the library at the website, which is www.lawndalelifestyle.com, and click on the calendar tab to see what events are taking place there. Also, the city and the community center have plenty of low-cost programs, sometimes free, that are general fitness, yoga, martial arts, sports leagues, and you can get a full schedule and information about those classes by going to the city website at www.lawndalecity.org. Click on the quick links link to the Lawndalian newsletter. That's the electronic version of the Lawndalian. Leading a healthy and active lifestyle will have you feeling better today and have a huge impact on your health in the future. So just get out there and find your fun. Whether you like to dance, bike, swim, or even just walk. 10 minutes a day will even do your body good. So just get out there and do it. So from all of us from Lawndale Lifestyle, I'm your host, Christine Bou Sleiman, and we'll see you next time.